Another massive all-time high has been recorded today. Palantir is on a winning spree. People are celebrating. However, something crazy has been revealed today, and the chances are very limited. Millions of dollars are moving to Palantir, and this might be the start of a dream breakthrough. What is happening? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Palantir's price is on fire today, and yeah, we're not just talking about a small jump. We're talking new all-time highs like it's just another day at the office. It almost looks effortless the way Palantir is smashing through previous highs like they were made of paper. And people? They're losing their minds right now. But it's not just hype for the sake of hype. There's a real reason behind all this madness, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Today alone, Palantir rolled out multiple new contracts, massive multi-million-dollar deals, lined up back-to-back. It's like they're just casually collecting these contracts while the rest of the market watches in disbelief. And just when you think it couldn't get more insane, an analyst came forward with something huge. According to him, Palantir has officially entered a technical pattern so rare, so explosive, that it could push the price into a whole new gear. We're talking about the kind of setup that doesn't happen often, and when it does, it doesn't stick around for long. The clock is ticking. If this plays out the way it's lining up right now, we might only have a few days before this window of opportunity disappears. And when it does, you'll want to make sure you've got enough Palantir stock on hand. The best part? You can actually get some for free right now. Yeah, really. Check the description below, hit that link, follow the instructions, and you could be holding free Palantir shares. It doesn't get much better than that. But let's get into what everyone's asking. What about the chart? What's actually happening with Palantir's price action right now? Well, according to one expert, what we just saw on Wednesday was nothing short of explosive. The move was so strong, so clean, it actually formed a huge bullish engulfing candle on the weekly chart. That alone is a big deal. But here's where it gets wild. It's forming a textbook cup and handle pattern. And for those of you who might not know, that's one of the most powerful bullish patterns you can find in technical analysis. It's a setup that, when it breaks, can lead to massive runs. This analyst didn't hold back either. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, "If you're still worried about Palantir's so-called high PE ratio, you probably don't understand what this company really is. This isn't just another software stock. Palantir is shaping up to be the tech leader of this next generation. The potential here isn't priced in, not even close. And get this, he's calling for some serious price targets in the coming weeks. We're talking about Palantir moving toward the mid-hundreds, 146, 151, 155, and even 160 aren't just wishful thinking anymore. They're right there on the horizon, and we're already on the path. So, what just happened? Well, one analyst just dropped something completely insane. And honestly, this might be one of the biggest bombshells we've seen in a while. He's calling it a once-in-a-lifetime Fibonacci pyramid. And yeah, that sounds dramatic. But once you hear what he's saying, it actually makes a lot of sense. According to him, Palantir just confirmed a long-term Fibonacci pattern. Not the basic stuff you hear on Reddit, but a deep, structural pattern that screams massive upside. His long-term target, 157. And this isn't some wild guess. It's built on years of data, momentum shifts, and algo behavior that's now starting to come alive. Here's the kicker. The 50% golden zone, which is a critical Fibonacci level, just held strong around the 66 area back in April. And it didn't just hold. A massive algorithm stepped in at that exact level. That kind of move isn't random. When you see algo money step in like that, especially at a key technical zone, it means the big players are loading up, quietly, strategically, and they're usually early. This is big because Fibonacci levels don't lie, especially the golden zone. It's where price decides if it wants to break down or blast off. And Palantir? It held like a beast. That bounce wasn't just luck, it was calculated. Smart money saw the opportunity, and now the rest of the market is catching on. In fact, we're already seeing it unfold. It's not just a theory anymore. It might actually be spot on. Because right now, we're watching a flood of high-level moves that are giving it even more weight. Palantir just locked in a massive $11 million deal from the Federal Aviation Administration. And this one is specifically for Palantir licenses and support. That's not a test run. That's not some trial. That's full deployment. And it means Palantir's tech is now fully embedded into a critical piece of U.S. infrastructure, aviation, data, and national-level systems. That's big, and it doesn't stop there. Another 10 million plus deal just dropped from the National Institutes of Health. That's right, the NIH. The contract is to support secure platforms for the National Clinical Cohort Collaborative Data Enclave and NIDAP. In simple terms, Palantir is helping run the ultra-secure, AI-powered backbone for some of the country's most sensitive medical research and health data. If that doesn't tell you how much trust and value is being placed on their tech, I don't know what does. But wait, that's still not all. Palantir just went global in a massive way. They've officially teamed up with KT, one of South Korea's telecom giants. This isn't just a handshake deal. It's a deep strategic partnership designed to supercharge AI transformation across Korea's industrial landscape. Ryan Taylor, Palantir's chief revenue officer, actually flew to Seoul. This wasn't a press release. This was boots on the ground. He met with KT teams, laid out real strategic plans, and got the gears turning. We're talking about technical training, joint marketing campaigns, certification systems, even POC, proof of concept deployments inside KT's own systems. And that's just the beginning. KT is sending in specialists to work side by side with Palantir's engineers. They're rolling out internal training, building up new AI platforms, and planning aggressive outreach across industries, banking, insurance, manufacturing. They're not just testing Palantir's tech, they're adopting it, scaling it, and selling it. And now let's just zoom out for a second. Look at the timing of all this. These contracts, these partnerships, these boots on the ground moves, and stack that right next to the Fibonacci pyramid analysis. It's all happening at once. This is way too aligned to be a coincidence. So the real question is, do they know something we don't? Because when institutional money shows up like this, when international giants start deploying engineers, when government agencies throw down 8-figure contracts, and when technical analysts are screaming that a massive breakout is in play, something is brewing. And here's why this is huge. Palantir isn't like other stocks. It doesn't creep up slowly. It coils up, and when it breaks out, it explodes. The moves are fast, violent, and dramatic. We've seen it before. When momentum hits Palantir, it doesn't double. It multiplies. And with all these pieces coming together, with this level of momentum, support, and real-world utility, this isn't just hype. This could 10x Palantir, not because of fantasy, but because of how Palantir actually moves when the stars align. And guess what? Right now, everything is lining up. In fact, let's just call it like it is. Palantir is definitely up there right now. And if you need proof of just how far it's come, get this. Palantir now has a bigger market cap than Coca-Cola. Yeah, you heard that right. The same Coca-Cola that's been around for over a century. The brand that's basically everywhere on the planet. Palantir just passed that company in value. That's wild. A software company that most people didn't even understand a couple years ago is now more valuable than one of the most iconic consumer brands in the world. But here's the thing. This is just the beginning. Because Palantir isn't just riding a hype wave. It's firing on all cylinders right now. You've got billion-dollar partnerships rolling in, government contracts stacking up, international expansion happening in real time, and a product that's finally starting to be recognized as essential tech. Not optional, not niche. Essential. We're seeing AI go from buzzword to infrastructure. And guess who's been building that infrastructure for the past decade while everyone else was sleeping? Yep, Palantir. So yeah, it just passed Coca-Cola. But if the current momentum keeps up, if the world keeps waking up to what Palantir actually is and what it's capable of, this could just be the first milestone on a much, much bigger journey. Because Coca-Cola sells drinks. Palantir is selling the operating system of the future. And in a world where data and AI are king, that's a bet that could soar way higher from here. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.